Hey guys, so in today's video, I have a new Holy Grail primer to share with you. This primer will mattify your skin, it will smooth pores and texture, it will lock your makeup in place all day, it will stop your makeup from caking, from creasing, from transferring off, and it is also loaded with skincare, so it actually will help to heal the skin, soothe the skin, and hydrate the skin while you wear it. Now, I am insanely excited because I have actually been sitting on this secret for it's been over 3 years now. You guys, the primer that I'm talking about is from my own brand, Nikkia Cosmetics. Oh my gosh! This is our brand new matte base primer. This has been in development for the longest time, and I have seen all of the comments from you guys. You've been like, what primer are you wearing? Every single foundation review. What primer did you use? I've been trying so hard to keep it a secret. This primer is absolutely everything that I could ever want in a primer. It creates an incredibly smooth base for your foundation to go on top of, literally minimizes and blurs texture right in front of your eyes. It is instant. You can wear this primer by itself or you can wear it underneath your foundation. I love to team it up with our Velvet Finishing Power for literally the most perfect base ever. So in today's video, I'm going to talk you through the formula, the ingredients, how we've manufactured it, the packaging, everything you want to know, all the details about buying it, because you can get it individually or you can shop it in bundles on our website as well. And then I'm going to show you a quick demo on my skin and show you just what I mean when I say it blurs and mattifies the skin instantly. And also, because I'm not done there, we're also going to do a wear test. So I'm going to apply it to half of my face and then I'm going to wear my makeup all day long and show you just how good the difference is when this primer is underneath your foundation. So if you are interested in learning about our brand new Nikkia Cosmetics matte base primer, then please keep on watching. Okay, I literally could not be any more excited. It has been so hard to keep this a secret, you guys. And I've been using this primer. I've had our finalized lab sample now. I want to say at least 18 months, like a really, really, really long time. I've been wearing it in every single video and I've obviously not been able to tell you guys about it. So obviously, as you guys know, we launched our Velvet Finishing Powder a couple of years ago and then we came out with the pressed version only just last year. These powders have literally changed my life. They've changed my skin. Every single day, I'm like, I cannot believe that we made that. They seem too good to be true. And obviously, being that I'm so passionate about getting makeup to last longer and smoother skin, and I've got problematic skin. I am oily, I am textured, I have enlarged pores. Makeup typically just melts off my face. So obviously, creating my own primer was absolutely on my bucket list. I have wanted to do this literally my entire life. Now, we went through a lot of samples. I have tweaked this formula. I've tweaked it again. I've gone back to an old formula. I've added different things in. And finally, she's absolutely perfect. So this is called our matte base primer, and this will literally give you the most perfect smooth skin. It's going to help extend the wear of your makeup. It helps your makeup go further. It stops caking. It stops creasing. It stops transfer. It minimizes shine. It helps reduce oil production. It grips your makeup in place and makes it easier to blend your foundation. And it is loaded with skincare ingredients, like I said, to heal, to hydrate, and to soothe the skin. Now, I can obviously rave on about this formula all day long, but first up, let's talk about the packaging. This one comes in one of our gorgeous soft matte boxes. All of our packaging looks like this. You've got this really gorgeous UV detail and also gold foiling. It's a very luxe packaging, can I just say? Every time I look at this packaging, I'm like, oh, it just makes me feel excited. And then as always, on the inside of the box, you have our little gold foil NJC logos. I'm just really proud of what we created here. And then the actual primer comes in these gorgeous airless pumps. Now, these have a locking function at the top. So after you have dispensed the primer, you actually can lock it back in place. And so she is totally safe to travel with. You don't have to worry about leakage. You don't have to worry about losing any of that product. And obviously, being that it is an airless pump, the product inside is not exposed to air, so it stays fresher for longer. We worked really, really hard on this packaging. We went through so many samples and we finally settled on a matte black lid, a matte black base. You can see that we've got that beautiful UV shiny detail gold foil logo. And then the pump at the top is actually a gloss black. So it's definitely really luxurious packaging. It feels nice and heavy. It's got a really nice weight to it. And you do get 30 ml of product in this one. So to dispense the primer, you obviously click the lid, unlock it, and then you just pump it out. It's that easy. And one thing that you will notice is our primer is actually slightly tinted. Can I just tell you? It took me the longest time to choose the tint for this. I wanted to go with a really universal color that all skin tones could use. And basically the idea behind this is, you know how most primers have a real white undertone to them? You can apply them to the skin and it gives your skin a bit of a white cast and it can look quite unnatural, especially if you are wanting to wear it on its own without going in with any foundation over the top. Well, the idea of making it this color is so it really seamlessly melts into the skin and is undetectable. The texture of this is a really amazing lightweight texture, so you can barely feel it on the skin. Now, you probably know, and I mean, I certainly know, and you've listened to me complain about this for years, mattifying primers typically are very heavy silicone-based products. And certainly primers that minimize pores, it's like straight up silicone, and sure, they work great, you know, they definitely will help to minimize texture and blur the skin, but once you've got your foundation on top of them, you can literally just slightly bump your face and your makeup transfers straight off. This primer instantly mattifies the skin and instantly gives that really amazing blurred effect, but it will also grip your makeup in place. It's incredibly lightweight. It does not leave any sticky residue on the skin at all. It melts into the skin, and as it dries down, it gets sort of like a slightly sticky texture. And I mean, I can already see the huge difference in the back of my hands there. Look how smooth and perfect this one looks in comparison to the other hand where you can see all of the texture. It literally works instantly. Now, I'm of course going to be showing you a close-up demonstration of this on my skin. You'll see that in just a minute. Oh my gosh, my hand feels like velvet where I've just applied this. Oh, I'm so proud of this formula, you guys. Every single time I do one of these launch videos, I have to like talk myself out of crying. Can't believe that I get to do this, honestly. So this is a really versatile formula. You can apply it to the skin just over the top of your skincare and wear it on its own. You can apply it underneath your foundation traditionally how you normally would a primer, or you can even apply it on top of your foundation to really blur the skin and to mattify. It works all three ways, so it's really versatile. Now, as far as purchasing goes, this one is available on our website right now, and you can purchase it individually or you can purchase it in a bundle. If you are new to shopping on my website, Nikkia Joy Cosmetics, we do ship worldwide. We've got a US warehouse and we've got an Australian warehouse, so we do have really quick express shipping in both Australia and the United States, and we do also offer expedited shipping options to all of the countries around the world too. Now, before we jump into the demo, which I'm sure you are all very excited to see, let's quickly talk about the skincare that I have loaded into this formula. Firstly, kaolin. If you're not familiar with kaolin, kaolin clay is a type of clay that actually helps to minimize shine and control excess sebum production in the skin. So what it actually does for the skin is it helps to mattify and reduce shine, and it will keep your skin shine free all day. Like I said, you can wear this primer on its own without makeup. I wear it every single day, even on makeup free days, because it just keeps my skin shine free all day long. We've also got coconut extract in here to hydrate and condition the skin. We've got vitamin E to reduce redness and to help hydrate and soothe the skin. And then lastly, we have chamomile flower. Chamomile flower is a really magical ingredient. It's actually an anti-inflammatory ingredient, and it actually helps the skin to heal. So not only does it help to calm the skin, reduce redness, reduce irritation, but it actually also helps to control breakouts and improve the condition of skin over time. So while wearing this one, not only is your skin going to be really smooth, your makeup's going to be snatched, it's going to stay in place, but it actually helps to heal your breakouts over time, which is so awesome. And another thing that chamomile flower is really well known for is really lightweight hydration. So even though this is a mattifying primer, perfect for all skin types, dry skin, normal skin, mature skin. You're going to be able to use this formula very similar to our Velvet Finishing Powder, because not only does it mattify the skin, but it hydrates at the same time. It keeps everything really nice and balanced so that your makeup can look fresher for longer. So that's a little rundown on the formula, guys. I'm so excited to show you this one on my skin. So let's jump into a close-up demo of just how well it works. Okay, so now I'm going to give you guys a little demo on my skin of exactly how well our matte-based primer works. It literally instantly smooths, and Oh, it just feels like velvet on the skin, honestly. Like I did say to you guys earlier, it does have that locking mechanism, so you can lock it off if you are going to be traveling. I always lock it off out of habit. It's good to know that none of the magic in here is going to be able to get out. Now, obviously, whenever we are prepping our skin for makeup, I always make sure to apply my skincare first. So that is exactly what I have done here today. And to show you guys really how well this primer works, I'm going to apply it to only one side of my face, and then I'm going to leave the other side primer free. So I'll show you it on the skin, I'll show you how it blurs and smooths, and then we'll apply foundation. I'll show you the difference between how the foundation looks with and without the primer, and then I'll also do a check-in later on today so that you can see just how well it has controlled the shine and really kept that foundation in place. Now I will say a little of this does go a really long way. You don't need to pump out like heaps and heaps of product. Pretty much only 1 pump or 2 pumps maximum is all that you are going to need to use. So what I like to do is pump it out onto my hand here and just take the product. I've just got it on the back of my hand here so that you can see it a little bit better. You'll notice that it's got a very creamy consistency, almost kind of like a moisturizer, but very, very, very lightweight for the skin. So to apply this is very easy. I pretty much will just dot it all over my face. Now, obviously, I'm only priming one side of my skin so that I can show you guys a side by side, but I pretty much dot it all over my face, and then I will sort of very gently smooth it over the skin. But then what I actually do is I press it into the skin. And what you will notice as you are applying this, your skin will start to look a lot smoother than it did originally. Let me zoom you guys in so that you can really see the difference. So as I am working this into the skin, it will start to mattify and it will really start to smooth. And that's pretty well all you do. Look at the difference. Like every time I look in the mirror when I use this, I am like, whoa, it works so incredibly well. So you can see my skin on this side is much smoother. It looks kind of photoshopped. It looks kind of blurred out, and it is a lot more mattified. It's a mattifying formula, so it does instantly mattify the skin, but then let's work in this bit on the top half so that you can really see it nice and close up as it is working. It just instantly blurs away texture and instantly mattifies. I can see, I mean, hopefully the camera shows it up. I always hate it sometimes, you know, doing these videos and the camera just doesn't do the results justice, but hopefully you can see the difference in my skin. So here is my skin before. Obviously, you know, it's a bit shiny from that skincare. You can see a lot of texture, a lot of enlarged pores. Compared to this side with our matte base primer, it looks very smoothed out, it looks blurred, and it feels really, really nice. It still does have a little bit of tackiness to it, and we've built that into the formula as well to help really grip your foundation down. But yeah, the texture is pretty well instantly gone. I remember the first time we got our finalized samples and my little sister came over and I put it on the back of her hand and smoothed it out, and she was like, whoa, literally the back of my hand looks so smooth now, Nikkia. And I was like, I know, girl. I know. Now, on the days when I'm not wearing any makeup, I actually like to apply my skincare, then the primer, and then dust our velvet finishing powder over the top. It just makes everything look really smooth and seamless. And then I also know at the same time that I've got all of the skincare benefits in this one, helping to hydrate my skin, but also to keep it shine free, as well as all of the skincare benefits that I know I get from my velvet finishing powder as well. It's just kind of like a double whammy. So yeah, that's pretty much all I will do on my skin on a makeup free day. Just makes my skin look a whole lot more perfect. But obviously, like I said, on days when we are wearing makeup, this primer, oh my gosh, just you wait until you see the difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my foundation now. I'm gonna be using our Pro Perfecting Sponge. You can pick up the brand new primer bundled with this sponge and a powder as well if you are interested. And you can also use our sponges to actually apply the primer as well. It will give you a really, really smooth finish. But I've gone ahead and wet the sponge and I've squeezed out the excess water. These sponges are incredibly soft and bouncy, and they do also have micro pores, so they will absorb far less product than most traditional sponges, and they also give a much smoother finish than most traditional sponges. So taking a pump of my foundation, I'm going to start applying it on this side where I don't have any primer, and I'm just going to blend this in. Now, being that the primer obviously preps the skin for foundation, it preps it for makeup, you are going to notice that your foundation will spread a lot further over the top of the primer in comparison to when you are not wearing it, because it creates a really nice smooth surface for the foundation to be applied on top of, and it just goes a lot further, which is awesome. Taking another pump of that foundation, I'm going to start applying it over the top of the primer. Now, it might be a little hard to see this on camera, but instantly I notice that the foundation just spreads and blends a lot faster than it does over the top of the skin without the primer, and I also get a lot more coverage using the same amount of foundation as well. It's a little tricky to show on camera, but you will notice this when you use this, and you'll be like, oh, I know what she's talking about now. And naturally, because the primer does such a great job at smoothing smoothing out the skin, the foundation's also going to look a lot smoother over the top. So I've applied exactly the same amount of foundation on both sides and I can instantly see the difference. This side has got less coverage and this side is looking a lot more textured than the side that I've got the primer on. I'll zoom you in so you can see better. So hopefully you can see close up what I mean by the difference in the texture on either sides of my face. See how on this side things just look a little bit more rough and also we don't have as much coverage with the foundation. You can sort of see like all of my enlarged pores and texture just on my cheeks here. In comparison to the side where I have applied the primer, the coverage is higher with the same amount of product, obviously like I said because the product goes further, and also my pores just look smoother, more diffused and less prominent. So skin without the primer and skin with the primer. All right, so now that we've got that little demo done, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup off camera and come back and show you what it's looking like, and then we will do a little wear test. Okay, so I've got the rest of my makeup on now, and the side where I have applied the primer is still looking incredibly smooth. So as promised, I'm now gonna wear this makeup for the rest of the day and then come back later on tonight and show you exactly what my skin is looking like so that you can see just how well our new primer helps to really keep the skin much more mattified and shine free and keep your makeup intact and in place all day long. So I will see you guys in a moment. All right guys, so it is late at night now and I've been wearing this makeup all day. Look at the difference, the side-by-side comparison of my skin with the primer and without it. This is what I mean, you guys. It literally controls shine and oil so well. You can see on this side of my face that it looks very glowy, very shiny, particularly through the T-zone here on top of my nose, my cheeks, my chin. And the makeup has also started to cake up and kind of separate a little bit in those areas. In comparison to this side of my face where I've just got like a really healthy, dewy glow, it looks a lot more mattified, a lot more perfect. It still looks a lot smoother. The texture is still far more minimized. It looks a lot fresher. And I'll zoom you guys in so you can have another quick look. Here is my skin without the primer. I mean, she glowy. You want to cook a chicken? I'm your girl. Bring it over to my house. I got you. And then turning to this side with the primer. It's just fresher, the makeup is more intact, and there is a far less shine. All right, I'm just touching up that shine using our Velvet Finishing Powder because nobody wants to see me this shiny for the rest of the video, right? I am just so excited to finally be able to reveal our primer to you guys. Like I said, we've been working on it for the longest time, and I am so incredibly proud of the results. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think of this one. It is available to shop now. Ooh, which makes me feel nervous and excited and just so much emotion. Like I said earlier in the video, this one is available to shop individually or you can get it as part of our Prime and Set bundle. And in that bundle, you will get one of our Pro Perfecting sponges, our brand new matte base primer, of course, and also your choice of a loose original powder, a loose unscented powder, or a pressed powder. Essentially everything you could need for perfect skin. But I cannot wait to hear what you guys think of this one in the comments. We ship worldwide and she's available now. As always, you guys, I just want to say the biggest thank you for all of the support you have all shown my brand. It truly, like, there are no words to describe how grateful I am and how privileged I feel to be able to make products that actually make such a huge difference for you guys. This is such an incredibly exciting day and I can't wait to hear what you think. I love you guys heaps and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!